Hello everyone, and welcome to our update on February 2nd, 2024. So starting off with our short update, and I'll zip through it because it's going to be very mild and quite cloudy over the next few days. So today we saw patchy rain and drizzle, along with mostly cloudy skies, but there were some bright spells in parts of the east and south especially. Tonight we will see rain and drizzle quite widely for a time. However, it will die off overnight, and skies in the north will clear for a time, and also in the north, things will turn a bit cooler. Tomorrow morning, we will see some bright spells in the north, with rain in the south, this mainly light and patchy, and during the day, things in the north will cloud over. And tomorrow night, we will see some clear spells for a time in the east and northeast. However, overnight, cloud will thicken and lower from the west, and by morning, we will see outbreaks of light rain in the northern half of the country. This rain will clear northwards through Sunday, that may linger in the far north. It will be a very mild day, but a rather overcast day. Into Monday morning, some clear spells may form in the far southeast overnight. But in general, the bank holiday Monday is expected to be mainly cloudy, some low cloud around there, some patchy drizzle and mist, but also some bright spells possible in the south and east. Into Tuesday, this area of rain starts to move southwards, heavy at times in many areas, and behind that on Wednesday, it goes a bit cooler, but still quite cloudy. Here is the temperature forecast from the UKV. Today was a very mild day. It felt really very humid and muggy for me in County Wexford. Very muggy and humid. Tonight then, lowest temperatures of a very mild. In the north, getting down to around 6 to 10 degrees. In the south, between 10 and 11 degrees. Tomorrow will be a cooler day in general, with highs ranging from around 8 to 10 degrees, or 11 to 12 in the far south. Tomorrow evening, lowest temperatures will be early in the night, getting down towards the mid to high single figures, but towards morning, temperatures from the west will rise to about 7 AM. The far northeast is still in single figures, but elsewhere you're around 10 degrees. Sunday is a very mild day, highs there of around 9 to 12 degrees. Sunday night into Monday morning goes a bit cooler for a time. There's a little puddle of cold air there, actually cooler air, should I say, it's not cold. Lowest temperatures are between 6 and 9 degrees. So Monday is very mild again. Tuesday again, temperatures drop from the north, so there might be a slight frost on Wednesday morning in parts of the north. Otherwise, it's a cooler day on Wednesday after the cold front moves through. So here is the NAO index observed and forecasted. So currently, finally, starting to see the NAO drop. It's been really stubbornly holding up, but we are starting to see a slight change in patterns now. Heights will rise to our north, and that will force the lows for the south, and that will in turn force the NAO to go into a more neutral to slightly negative territory. And here is GFS 12 says. So GFS 12 says is showing these very mild westerly winds into the weekend, high pressure to the south, low to the north, same old. But you notice towards Greenland and Canada, the heights are rising. The intensity of the blues, the PV, is shifting towards Scandinavia. And you try and get some cold air southwards on Wednesday. On the GFS, it does that on Wednesday, and you get a low engaging with that. So that Thursday on the GFS run is snowy in the north, and the colder air and snow comes southwards into Friday. And beyond that, we go into a cold weekend in turn for Saturday, February 10th. But by Sunday, especially the end of Sunday, we go into milder, wetter, and windy weather from the west. Keep going into mid-February, high pressure forms to our south. That might be quite spring-like actually, with some frosty nights, but with plenty of sunshine by day, especially in the south and east. Towards the end of the run here, we see the high pressure trying to go towards Greenland, and we're on the cusp of a cold northerly shot. The ECM tonight is looking at this. Here is a 12 set. So here we go. ECM again, very mild up until Monday and Tuesday, when we start to try and get northerly winds in. Briefly on Wednesday, it gets cooler, as we know. into Thursday, the low is a bit further northwards, so that's snowy for Scotland, but for Ireland it's wet until Friday, when the low moves eastwards and down comes this cold shot from the north, and it stays cold into the weekend with high pressure forming right over us, and that is quite a cold high with upper temperatures having the -5 isotherm through the country. Here is the UKV, or the UK Met Office run, should I say. Again, very, very mild on Monday. Blocking rises towards Tuesday. Cold front comes southwards. Oh dear God. It gets briefly cooler on Wednesday, but then low pressure comes in. And actually, even by Friday, the low is right over us. And there's no cold shot at all with the UK Met Office run. So here is the GEM. GEM runs like this. Just GEM, here we go. So again, very mild, very westerly, quite cloudy up until Monday, so we'll whiz through these. Tuesday then, that's getting interesting. Blocking rising towards Canada, towards Greenland. And GEM goes colder into Wednesday and Thursday next week. And actually easterly as early as Wednesday evening, Thursday morning. It stays cold for a few days here. And actually keeps cold right until the very end of the run on Monday, February 12th, where it starts getting less cold there. The icon is looking at this. There are some colder options, some milder options, and it all depends on the exact track of that low pressure from the Atlantic around Wednesday next week. So here is the icon, again very mild up until Tuesday, and down come those northerly winds. Well, they try to anyway. It gets cooler. Upper temperatures show the -5 isotherm getting towards the north, but the south stays mild in terms of upper temperatures. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Get the hover back on, please. There we go, with the ad. So moving forward, then the icon goes cold on Thursday, February 8th, and that's probably quite snowy. Dare I say it? Maybe. On the back edge of the low, cold air will wrap in. So it's definitely an interesting point. We're still a week out though. There's plenty of time for it to go wrong still. So yeah, let's just still keep our feet on the ground and wait for more runs over the weekend, especially to tell us what's happening. I'd say by Monday we'll have a better idea of what might happen at the end of next week. And finally, the arpege. Really, tomorrow, high pressure to the south, low to the north, mild and westerly. Sunday, high to the south, low to the north, westerly winds. Monday, high to the south, low to the north, westerly winds. Tuesday, high to the south, low to the north, westerly winds. Wednesday, okay, we start getting interesting. Finally, I was so sick of that. Okay, so Wednesday, we see a low to the west, PV shifting towards Scandinavia, blocking towards Greenland, Labrador Sea, and into Canada, and it starts to try and drag in some colder air from the north. It's just about digging into the north, but the south is staying mild. So everyone, thanks for watching. Next week starts to get interesting towards the end, starting to, and I'll see you tomorrow.